Hey, this is Jerry Visca, the publisher of Defyeneurs, and welcome to the Influence Project, one of the most inspiring issues of Defyeneurs MAG that we have ever taken on. And man, are we excited, because today we are live with Marsha Vanwynsberghe of Waterloo. Welcome, Marsha.
Oh, thank you so much, Jerry. I'm thrilled to be here.
Marsha, I'm so excited about your energy, both in the magazine, Influence, as well as the book, and it's just exciting to be a part of your journey. And I want to kick it off with a quote that you share that really touches me. It goes like this: "My intention for influencing others is to help them see what they are truly capable of achieving." I love that. So share with us, why and how do influencers shape our world?
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm thrilled to be here. This question is a great question because I think that we all have the ability to be an influencer. And I think that one of the things that I really want to do, and I intend to do, is to help people to see what they are truly capable of achieving. I mean, life is full of challenges, constant challenges. As we talked before, it's really, truly the norm. Challenges can be external and internal. Pardon me. External challenges, you know what, life can really happen outside of our control. There are things that happen every single day, and it might not be on our path and what we want, but we have to find a way to handle as best as we can what we are given. So there are definitely some circumstances that we can't change. Where I want to work with people and help them to see is what they truly can change. And that's the internal. Those are the internal challenges. And that comes down to our thoughts, our beliefs, and our mindset. And what we truly think about and is what we believe, and what we believe is what we become, because it really dictates the actions that we do or do not take. And for most people, the internal struggles, they're real. They are paralyzing. They stop us in our tracks and prevent us from moving for days, weeks, and even years. And I really want to make a difference in the lives of people to help them to see what they are truly capable of achieving. So I choose to inspire people to help them break down their barriers and strip away all of those barriers and excuses and the things that have been holding them back, because you have to strip that down first before you can even start to build their internal belief system again. And that is what's required to help them to move forward in their life. And we can do that. Once we start to do that, we can start to help them to see what potential they have. I mean, we all have incredible potential to dream, believe, achieve anything that we want in our life. So where I really feel empowered and I feel that my intention is to make a difference in the lives of others is to truly help them to see that their current life story doesn't have to define them. It doesn't dictate what their future holds. So if I can inspire them, if I can teach them some tools and some tasks that they can do on a daily basis to help them to build that belief system up again, they can ultimately change their life and rewrite their story. And I think that is one of the most beautiful things, is when a person truly starts to see that they can rewrite their story. They aren't set in where their life is at right now, and they have the potential to write a completely different story.
It's beautiful. It's a very profound intention that you're sharing, Marsha, and I love how you share we all have the ability to become an influencer, and I think that's outstanding. You know, there's another quote that you share here, and it goes like this: "The internal struggles can paralyze us." I want to get into what changed, and specifically change that you wish to influence in the world. Tell us about that change.
I truly want people to believe that anything is possible and believe that they can, like I said, become anything that they want. One of the biggest influences I would love to teach others is something that I truly learned the hard way, and that was the power of surrender and letting go. I resisted this word for years, to be completely honest. As a type A perfectionist and hard worker, I always felt that it was a soft word that meant that I wasn't trying hard enough, or I didn't work hard enough, or I quit. And I couldn't have been more wrong. I learned the impact of letting go of what I cannot control. And that's because I found myself in a situation where if I didn't surrender and I didn't let go, I'm not sure that I would still be here. And that's how powerful this lesson was for me. Because I learned to let go of shame and judgment of myself and of others and of guilt and blame. And when I let go and embrace surrender, I truly felt like the weight of the world had come off of my shoulders and truly off my heart. And it allowed me then to create the space in order to build my own internal belief system again. And you need space in order to create something. I think the problem is that when we're in stressful situations, we pack and we hide and we retreat from the world, and we don't leave any space because space is scary, and space is, we don't necessarily know what that's going to bring. So we almost resist all of that. And there has to be a place where it can create space so that we can build our belief system again, and then build our mindset again, so that we can create change. And when I went through this process, it was incredibly powerful and empowering. It really did shift my life, and I would say it is the message that truly saved my life, because I finally was able to embrace where I was, and that meant taking a really hard look at where I was and knowing that I knew I wanted more for my own life. And to do that required me to take 100% ownership for where I was and 100% responsibility. And that's hard to do because most of us know that we're barely scratching the surface of what we're capable of. And to look it square in the eye and be honest, not from a place of belittling and putting ourselves down, but from a place of, okay, this is my starting space, and I know that I can achieve more, but this is where I am right now. And by owning it, it allows me to take that control of the actions that I need to do in order to take my life to the next level. Those are the lessons that I've learned, and that's what I feel very empowered to help others to see, is that they can truly embrace where they are, accept where they are, own it, and then build that belief system again so that they can create their life in any way, shape, or form that they want. And I think that has the power to shift a huge number of people if we all are open to finding a way to step into that.
I really admire that, Marsha. You know, your wish to teach others the power of letting go. Wow, what an influence that kind of mindset's going to have on the world. So I understand you're being published in the Influence book, and it's coming out in August, along with 10 other women that are, like you, inspiring really significant change in the world. What does that feel like for you?
Oh, it is an exciting experience. It is, I'm so grateful that I was open and was able to connect with you, Jerry, and I so admire what you're doing and how you are continuing to shine that light forward, because I feel that allows us to shine the light to other people, and that's the ripple effect that I want to be part of. And I knew this was something that I wanted to be a part of when I first heard about it, and it almost was something that I envisioned being part of years ago, even though I had no idea what it was. And the people that I and the women that I am associated with and partner with in this book, and I just beyond grateful. They're amazing women that I am grateful to have in my circle and in my life in one way, shape, or form. So I'm thrilled to be part of it, and I'm thrilled for this entire process. It's
awesome. Your power to manifest change is really inspiring, Marsha. Okay, so my final question for this live interview for you is, what energy do you desire to see live on?
I love this question because one of the things that I really want to see live on is positive energy and a world full of love. And that might sound wishy-washy, but it's really important to me because there's a lot of people who truly need more love. And I think that when we can do that and we can focus on supporting and encouraging others to live into their own potential, that we can see that everybody truly, they're beautiful human beings. And even when people might be doing things that we don't like, that aren't necessarily, I'd say, positive, it's important that we look and understand that most people are truly doing the best that they can with where they are right now. I have always said that we carry this toolbox, and our toolbox that we carry around represents all of the lessons that we've learned, all of the experiences that we've walked through. And some people add to their toolbox as they go, and not everybody does. And that's okay too. It's okay. It's accepting people where they are at right now, and doing so, loving them where they are at right now. I believe that everybody has very unique gifts, and those gifts, in my opinion, a lot of times are wrapped up in the challenges that we face day in, day out, small, big, whichever way you look at it. But most people don't tap into those challenges or those adversities because they're difficult, they're hard. We're trying to make things look pretty and trying to make them easier instead of just dealing with the situation and dealing with that and unwrapping that and finding what our gifts are. And I believe that when we embrace our gifts and we live into our purpose, it creates a ripple effect of people helping people. And our world truly needs that. So for our positive energy to live on, it's going to require people to let go of judgment. And judgment is a big piece that I speak on regularly, because we spend a lot of time and energy in judging others and in, most importantly, judging ourselves, in judging what we are doing, whether we are as successful as we think that we should be, where our life is compared to other people. It's an incredible amount of energy that could be used in so many more positive ways. So if we can find a way to let go of that judgment, realize that it doesn't serve a purpose in our lives and in others, it requires us to love more, forgive more, and live in gratitude. And I just think that when we can do that, the very, very simple acts of loving more, forgiving more, and living in gratitude, it can truly shift the energy, and it can make the world a much more positive place to be.
That is just amazing. You know, I love it. I call this profile Shaping Our World. Marsha Vanwynsberghe, Waterloo, Ontario, pages 10 and 11. I'm just absolutely on fire, and I just love it. On behalf of Defyeneurs and everyday people doing extraordinary things, we want to thank you, Marsha, for contributing your amazing influence to this issue of Defyeneurs. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jerry. I'm so grateful to be a part of this issue.